E3 here, embodied, empowered, and ecstatic. This is a very interesting live stream, and I'm grateful that all of you are here. I might have to take it easy tonight. So many practices we can do. There's increased pain in the right side of my head. The camera's flipped. Increasing for the past few days where the tumor is. Left side of the body feels like it's getting more paralyzed for the past few days, even in the past few hours. They can't do anything at the emergency room, just got back. So it's like, wow. If it gets worse, it feels like the left side of the body will turn off. And all of this is happening in real time. So, yeah, just beautiful practices that I've been experiencing the past 17 months since brain surgery. I guess you could say this could be the last live stream I do. It's possible. It's also possible there could be a miraculous healing and shift beginning tomorrow. But yeah, the pain is pretty bad. It's not even just the pain. Like, I could deal with the pain, but to feel something like not good happening inside, and then to actually feel the left side of the body, I don't know if paralyzed is the right word, but it feels like it's going in that direction. So to actually feel that is, yeah, it's just kind of a cool practice opportunity to watch the mind, watch the breath, watch the, energy. So thank you for everyone who is here. I would have done live stream in the hospital, but they don't really want you recording things there. Plus, I had to get an MRI. I couldn't really record live stream in the MRI. So yeah, it's an interesting situation. There's a slight growth in the tumor, and there's inflammation in the head, which is causing the left side of the body to get slightly paralyzed. It gave me a little bit of pain medication, but like I said, it's not even so much the pain. So yeah, even if this live stream is just a few minutes and there's just a few people, you could add some positive energy to the collective. I mean, even leaving the body and not coming back could add positive energy to the collective. So that's what I'm trying to be present with. It's definitely a practice. Also, it's interesting to look at, like, what if this was the last night I was going to be in this body? Like, would I don't know, just escape and just eat really crappy foods? And like, what would I do? It's an interesting thing to explore. Hey Anna, thanks for being here. Hey Trisha. So yeah, I got back from the emergency room maybe like an hour ago. The pain is still increasing. The pain medications don't do too much. Like I said, it's not even just the pain. It's like feeling what's happening in the head, the increase in like the pressure deep inside, and then noticing the left side of the body feeling like it's turning off, and then that feeling moving towards the chest. It's like, wow. Yeah. And no amount of freezing cold showers or making it stop. The pain medications, like, they hardly even help at all, and they're not helping the root issue, which is the tumor and the inflammation. So yeah, just kind of observing what's happening. In just a second. Do you need something? I'm almost done. Love you. Have a great night. Yeah. Boundaries, not so many. Loving mom. So yeah, many practices, it's like holding space for other people, while in this pain and situation. And then also, if it's my time, just surrendering to that. But then it's like, hey Cindy, like, so right now it's one of those moments where I guess prayer is a main tool. It's like, what can I do right now? The pain is increasing. Take pain medications, but they don't do too much. Left side of the body feels like it's turning off. Can you imagine? It's a very interesting feeling. It's like, what can I do? I can't stretch it out and do a yoga posture to stop it. So I have to like use my mind, use prayer. I'll try to rest soon, but it's kind of hard now with the pain and just being mindful of what's happening in the body. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to share? See, I want to be creating and offering a lot, but there's so many limitations. I can't even type with my left hand. Left leg feels like it's turning off. It's kind of a interesting situation to be in. My heart and my mind feel really amazing. The body is definitely going through stuff now. Used extra Rick Simpson oil. That should help a little bit. Any questions? Any prayers? Anything you want to share? Yeah, it's just interesting observing. Like, I don't know how quick or if it will get worse, if so, how quickly. They can't do anything at the hospital. They can't do surgery. They can't do radiation. And like, they gave me more steroids, which hopefully that will reduce the inflammation and the pain. But until then, I'm just sitting in the bathroom. Hey, Trinity. Interesting. Just watched a little bit of The Matrix for the first time in like many, many years. And one of the characters' name is Trinity. Yeah, I've faced this moment many times in different ways. It's like, if it's my time to leave the body and not come back, it's like on the one hand, fighting for my life and calling upon all resources. And then at the same time, like, if it's my time, staying ready to just surrender to that and let go. And then it always comes back to just being present. So right now I'm just present with the fact that there's very, very intense increasing pain and pressure in the right side of my head. Left side of the body feels like it's turning off. That sensation is moving towards the heart a little bit. There's not so much like anxiety or worry, just observing the data in the 3D realm. And then trying to tune into what is the highest frequency I can embody and call in. Because I do want to get out of pain. I do want to heal. I do want to live longer. So it's like, it's not like if I had some pain, I could just take a pain pill and it would fix the problem. This situation is different. So that's kind of where I'm at. I appreciate you hanging out with me here. I would have had the live stream at the hospital, but they wouldn't really allow it. So waited till I got home. But yeah, I could try to fall asleep. There's so much pain, and it's like to feel the left side of the body turning off more and more every hour, and then try to fall asleep. It's yeah. But it's pretty much the same practice all the time. The E3 affirmation, I'm embodied, I'm empowered, I am ecstatic, just as I am. I was doing that affirmation in the MRI as the nurses were sticking the needles in me. A good breathing practice when the needle goes in and when they rip off the tape from the chest monitor. Different breathing practices, different awareness practices. And then getting home, and I was like, well, should I just eat extra keto cup chocolates? And I was like, no, I just drink water. Like the ego always has an excuse to not follow one's heart. But my heart is calling me towards optimum health in all ways. Like, what does the pain and the tumor and the left side of the body paralysis have to do with that? Not much. I still have the same dreams in my heart, the same visions for myself, and that I want to share with people. So I'm trying to honor both, like the human realm of the pain and the left side of the body feels like it's turning off, and the tumor and all that stuff. But what about, like, you could call it heaven, like the dreams in her heart that don't care about the physical limitations. So I'm trying to bring together both of them. That's my vision, one of them. Like, it's been hard to create and to like do stuff and to assist others how I want with these physical limitations for 17 straight months of every single day waking up in pain all day long in various forms, let alone the 4 head surgeries and all the challenges and seizures. So my prayer is that the body can heal fully and that my mind and heart will remain just as beautiful and centered as they are now. That would be awesome. I mean, it's great to have happiness and a good heart now and a good mind. But it would be nice to have the body kind of heal. So that's my prayer. And then we'll get to have more fun. Yeah. It's 11:33, 1133. Yeah, it's kind of one of those moments like, wow, what do I do? What can be done? Hey, Emily, thanks for being here. If you just arrived, so I went to the emergency room because the left side of my body, for the past few days, it was losing sensation, but especially yesterday and today, got worse every hour, like as if it could get paralyzed. That's the feeling. Increased pain on the right side of the head where the tumor is. So I spoke to my oncologist and she said to go to the ER immediately to get an MRI, and I did. They showed there's inflammation, clearly, and a slight increase in the tumor size, but it's like it didn't happen overnight. So it's possible that it went just beyond the threshold, and now it's pushing on the nerve in the head, making it feel like the left side of the body will turn off. So, doing what I can. Does anyone have any prayers you want to share? Any questions? You'll have to type them in the comments because I can't hear you. Yeah, it feels like a heartbeat in the side of my head. And I don't even know what to do. Like, there's nothing they could do at the hospital. There's nothing they could do at the ER. So I'm just home and used extra Rick Simpson oil. They gave me extra steroids at the hospital to reduce inflammation. And it's very possible that I could fall asleep and then wake up and then it'll be a little bit better. But for the past few days, it's been worse every single day. It's not like a sore muscle. I could just stretch it out in a yoga posture. It's like in the brain what's happening. So maybe I could do like eye exercises. So no questions, no comments, no final words if this is it for me. No. It's like, what do I do? I could just sit in silence and breathe. Do a live stream now. I don't know, what do I watch? A movie? Pray? Talk to God? Or just nothing? But yeah, it's pretty intense pain. It's pretty intense sensations in the left side of the body. I don't know. Now what do we do? Well, I appreciate your prayers. Just seeing who's here. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Haley, for being here. I'm guessing everyone who I just said is still here. So yeah, it's so painful right now. It's like, this is the right side of my head, so it's painful here. Left side of the body is like turning off. And it's not something that I could use like willpower to like push through. It's a very interesting feeling, like the nerves or the muscles are turning off. So why am I doing this live stream? Well, it's fun. And yeah, that's the main reason. Plus I was just sitting in bed and there's the pain and it's like trying to tune into what to do. I could try to fall asleep and hopefully like, see, because I don't know how much I have to be present with what's happening in the body, like before it gets even more dangerous. Not that I don't even know what would be done. I'm just, I guess you could say it's in God's hands right now. If I have to go back to the emergency room, if, I don't know, if the brain turns off, I'll just go from there. Could leave the body, hang out with my angels, and then come back. Yeah. So it's like, interesting, what does one do in this situation? And this isn't the first time this has happened. You know, it's like, so. But yeah, it's like, I'm not really, it's not like I'm anxious or worried, but I feel like there's like a pain in the chest, in the back of the chest, and like the left arm feels like it's turning off, and that feeling is kind of moving towards the chest. I guess I could try to breathe through this. Yeah. Pain medications don't help too much. It's like an increase. It feels like a knife, like a heartbeat, knife, throbbing, pain. And then the left side of the body turning off. So maybe it's like when things are very challenging and there's intensity, there's an equal and opposite blessing coming. That's possible. So I'm staying open to that. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, anything you want to share, you could type it in the comments and I'd love to read it. It's a late dinner for me. No comments? Yes, I mean, like, do we get a sense of when we're going to leave the body before it happens or not? I guess often not. I mean, our soul knows, I believe. Someone said that like we won't die a moment too late or too early. Like it'll happen at the perfect time. That's helpful for me to think about sometimes. And then people have asked me, well, do you feel like you have anything incomplete in your life? And on the one hand, it's like nothing. Well, on the one hand, everything, you could say. And then on the other hand, no, it's cool. There's a sense of completion. But then at the same time, there's like, I hardly feel like I've even begun my life. Hey, Linda, aka Mom. Oh yeah, so I was saying, like, if this was the last breath, would I feel like, is there a lot incomplete in my life? I guess on the one hand, like, everything is pretty incomplete. Like a million dreams that are still there in my heart. But then at the same time, I mean, there's a sense of completion, at least with this stage. Yeah, it felt like I've been on a death rebirth portal, definitely these past 17 months, especially recently. So it is possible, leaving the body and not coming back, or leaving the body. Like I said, hanging out with my angels for a little while, maybe doing some training, angel training, and then coming back. I have no idea. I'm definitely fighting as hard as I can with a smile in my heart for life and for healing. But especially the past few days, the camera's flipped. So the right side of the body or head pain is increasing. It's like there's something like deep. It's not like a headache per se. It's like deep inside. It's like a brain ache. Hey, Newell, thanks for being here. I know, I can't resist, even if like, just got to the ER, I gotta share what's happening with people. So yeah, the increase in pain, left side of the body feels like it's turning off, and it's not something where I could just stretch it out or like push through it. It's kind of an interesting situation. Freezing cold showers, they help a little. Steroids helped a little bit to reduce the inflammation. Haven't taken painkillers in a long time, but at the hospital I did. That helped just for a few minutes, but not much. But it's even beyond just the pain, like noticing what's happening in the body. That's what I'm more concerned about. So yeah, just trying to view everything as data, not overlaying any passive machine mind reactions or negative emotions or worries, or like using the sensations and then projecting fear into the future. Most people, if they felt what I was feeling, would go to the ER immediately, which is why I went to the ER immediately. Yeah. So, yeah, I could just trying to tune in as far as falling asleep. It's like the changes in the body seem like they're happening pretty quick. So, kind of want to stay awake to be mindful of what's happening. I wish I could just take a pain pill or something and all of this would, things would get better, but it's all part of the practice. Thanks everyone for being here. Does anyone have any questions, any prayers, any suggestions maybe? You're all my teachers. Trying to think of a funny joke. I only know one joke, pretty much. Well, two. I'm guessing people are still here. Yeah, it could just be fine. Maybe I needed more steroids and get big muscles to reduce the inflammation, and maybe that's it. Yeah, it's like, wow. To notice one side of the body turning off, and it's like, what can you do? I don't know. Just be present. And then that sensation feels like it's moving towards the heart. Like I said, I'm not anxious or anything, just noticing the sensations. They can't do surgery right now for the tumor. It's not safe at all. And radiation, I don't even think they can do it because of the skin graft. It would just kill this healthy tissue. And then even so, like surgery and radiation is not going to help quickly, if at all. So it's kind of an interesting situation to be in. It's good practice for prayer, like when all else fails. You don't have to wait till all else fails. I try to pray all day long in different ways. But now it's kind of like, well, I don't know if there's much else that can help now. Might need some prayers. So let us pray. And why not? Because if we create miracles for ourselves, we can do it for other people too. And maybe there's big miracles because there's big challenges. So maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. I can meet my wife tomorrow. I don't know. She's somewhere. I'm trying to use everything to prepare for my wife. Well, to prepare for everything. I want this pain, these challenges to help me be a better listener, a better friend to people, a better whatever work I do in this world. I want it to prepare me to do that work even better. And I want it to help me be the best husband in the whole world I can be. So that's what I'm trying to use all these practices or experiences for. I believe that's possible. Because I guess the root of all, well, a lot of fears is fear of death. And a lot of like facing death and facing pain can help us in other areas of our life. Plus, for me, it's already here, so why not use it for good? Discomfort is good to go into, but I don't think we should hurt ourselves, you know. But yeah, if we're going to have pain and discomfort, if we have it, then why not use it for like inner alchemy, you could call it. Forget about turning metals into gold. Let's turn fear into love. Maybe that's the original alchemy. So yeah, sometimes I don't take a lot of Rick Simpson oil because I just, well, I don't want to build up a tolerance to it, but plus I don't want to just be sleepy and high on Rick Simpson oil all day long, but I think I have to like force myself to take higher, like massive doses every day for a while to slow down the tumor growth and to reduce the inflammation. So I give you my word, I will use extra Rick Simpson oil every day. I guess it's not gonna, I don't know. It is, it's like it's getting worse each hour. Guess I'll have to use different affirmations. It is getting better every hour. I am healed. I'll have to repeat that forever. I was in the cold shower maybe an hour ago and I was just saying those kinds of affirmations. I am healed, I am well. I don't know, what would you do? What would Jesus do? I mean, like I said before, I do want to release the pain. I do want to live longer. I know exactly what I want to do with my life. It's just a very humbling situation with the body and the pain and the physical limitations. I don't know if the left side of the body is just going to turn off in 10 minutes and it'll be caught on live stream. And then it could just shift in a positive way too, miraculously. So I'm grateful all of you are here. I feel like something cool is happening in my life and I want to share it with other people. And it's kind of interesting because I want to assist people in releasing distractions. But I kind of have to use a main tool of distraction, which is Facebook and YouTube, to help other people release distractions. It's kind of a cool thing. Maybe that's part of alchemy too, using the old and using any tool we have, even using the fear and distraction to bring more presence. So yeah, I don't know, like if the left side of the body is going to turn off or go into seizure or yeah, I'll probably try to lay down soon. No questions, no comments, no jokes. I wish it's like I'm just sitting in the bathroom using my phone. I don't have the Zoom set up with computer and camera and all that stuff. I wish we could all Zoom and I could see you all, but it's not like that. And then it's interesting, like, do we have visions of how we want to leave the body or die with other people around us, alone, in a hospital, on a bed of roses? These are interesting things to explore. And it's also interesting, like, when I fall asleep and then wake up, it's like the same practices, At least that's how it feels for me, the same. Everything's pretty much the same. Like whether I want to create music or these videos or help people or write or take a freezing cold shower or other practices, it's like the same. It's hard to describe, like the same love and the same like death, rebirth, or like releasing fear. And then how do you get into your flow state? You kind of have to surrender for a few seconds, a few minutes, and then you get into that zone. So that's what I'm trying to do all day long in different forms. So like here, it feels like there's a heartbeat of fire stabbing into my head. So that's one practice. And then there's also this live stream, which is happening. There's also the breath, also the dreams in my heart. And then also trying to listen to maybe there's something even like I'm not aware of that's happening. And then also the balance of like the urgency, but also imagining that I have all the time in the world. And chilling out as if I have all the time in the world. But then also feeling the urgency of the sensations in the body. Kind of repeating myself here, so. Hopefully I'm not taking too much of your Monday night. Is it Monday night? Monday night fun. I don't even know if anyone's still here. Whoever is here, do you have anything you want to share? Any questions? Any practices you'd like to do? Because I want to keep the energy of, like, there is the energy of letting go. We don't have to practice things all day long, but I guess I want to use everything to be present. And sometimes I can't be present, and that's another practice. But I mean, what else is there to do, really? Like, trying to make everything a practice to be present and to awaken who you are. Pain is a good way to do that. If it's there, I don't think we should hurt ourselves unless you use that as a practice, like going into the healthy discomfort. But for me, every moment it's like pain. Oh yeah, so any practices that you want to do together? Why not? I mean, maybe that's how they did it in previous civilizations. Even death was like a beautiful celebration and a beautiful communal event. It's possible. That's how it was in the past. Maybe it will be like that in the future. And that everyone who was in the space was also doing their practice too, to support the experience. I mean, especially when a soul leaves the body, there's a lot of potential energy that can be used for really beautiful things. I believe so. So I think it's important to add love to the experience, not fear. That's easier said than done. But it's like, if the left side of the body turns off, I don't know, what can I do? It's a good thing I have the right side of the body. I have an appointment for hyperbaric oxygen therapy tomorrow morning, but then I ended up having to go to the ER tonight, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow. It could help. It does help a lot with, well, everything. Infections, inflammation, seizures, stroke, brain issues. So who knows, maybe that could be the miracle thing. Tomorrow morning, resuming hyperbaric oxygen therapy, because I stopped a few months ago. Well, I had one in my house, and it's kind of a long story, but it caught on fire, almost exploded. Lucky I got out alive. So since then, I've only done hyperbaric once. Oh yeah, I had this section of my skull cut out, so that's why I didn't do hyperbaric too. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm keeping up the good fight. And I thank you for joining me in your own way. So yeah, it could be a matter of just like chill out. It hurts like hell right now and the left side of the body is turning off, but who knows? Maybe I'll do hyperbaric oxygen tomorrow morning. That'll build positive momentum. And then I'll do it as much as I can afford. It's a little pricey, but I think I'm worth it. So yeah, that could be the thing. So that's one of my practices. Like, here's a practice for you. Don't freak out. Yeah. Like, as the initial reaction, like something happens and then, okay, cool. And then what? You know, so it's not an easy practice as a human being, because there are many good reasons to freak out. But that's what I'm doing my best to not do. And of course, I'm not saying I'm not doing nothing. I'm just not freaking out, and I'm directing my energy wherever I want. I mean, I could say, well, I have brain cancer. I could do whatever I want. I could just, I don't know, like, but in my heart, I feel like I have a path, so I'm doing my best to follow it, like, regardless of the pain or the physical stuff, if that makes sense. But again, my prayer is to keep this like beautiful, maybe obsessive commitment to my path. Like I'd love to keep that and heal the body. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be super cool. So yeah, it's one of those moments of just, I try to have faith all the time, not just when things are hard, but this is definitely one of those moments where like I'm humbly asking Spirit for help. Usually I try to do everything I can first, like on my own. Well, not on my own, but like have discipline, have focus, have like do my part in the God-human relationship, do my part, and then ask for help. Well, every day I pray all day long anyway, but I guess my point is now that it's definitely a moment where I need help. Help. Because it's like, I took pain medication earlier, didn't help much. Helped for like 5 minutes and the pain came back. Took extra Rick Simpson oil, took extra steroids for the inflammation. What else? Took a cold shower, drank ionized water. Now what? I don't have like thousands of friends that I message and like, oh, look what's happening. I just post on Facebook, but I'd rather just talk to God or talk to you in the live stream now. But it is an interesting feeling. Even right now, it's like the left side of the body feels like it's turning off more. But I guess even if it did turn off completely, like paralyzed on the left side of the body, it can come back. So in that sense, it's all good. Oh yeah, so if you'd like to join me and then we will continue, I mean, why not? Have a little bit of fun. Can death be fun? I mean, that could be the most exciting journey ever, leaving the body. Wow. Talk about like a psychedelic experience. Now the pain leading up to it probably sucks, but I mean, they say that's what happens. Like the body is flooded with DMT at the moment of birth and at the moment of death. There's only one way to find out. Well, many different ways. And I think this is healthy to explore once in a while for all of humans. To explore, what would it be like to write a living will? What would it be like to leave the body and not come back today? Would I want to make amends to anyone? What would I do? Where would I direct my energy? There's no one right answer, but I think these things are beautiful to explore and they can actually help us be alive more, you know? It's kind of interesting because there's been so much pain, it's been hard to do everything. But I've been creating a 3-week course, which will be titled The 5 Seconds of Surrender, Mastering the Death Rebirth Portal, with Ethan Sisser, a man with glioblastoma and a vision. So I created that outline of the course a few weeks ago, and it's been ready to go. I'm ready to go. But there's been too much pain and inability to actually create the online course. So it's kind of funny. So I don't know, maybe this is the course now. Yeah. And then it's just like letting go, and maybe God has higher plans for me. But then I also have the feeling like I don't want to procrastinate. I don't want to put it off. I want to do it now as best as I can. But then I come up against, oh yeah, I was just in the ER left side of my body feels like it's turning off. So then I have to just let go and trust God. So this is kind of the experience I've been going through. Maybe a lot of us are going through it too now in our own way. Like we all have dreams in our heart. I'm sure everyone here is going through challenges in different ways. So that's one reason I called it the death rebirth portal. Not just because physically of what I'm going through with the brain cancer, but I feel like energetically. And I feel like the earth is going through the same thing. And humanity is too. So why not embrace it? It's so much easier said than done. Like it's, well, I know for me anyway, I don't know about you. It's been a lot easier to say it than do it. But I'm doing my best most of the time. Yeah, it's interesting to like be in the death rebirth portal all the time. And it's kind of like an inescapable thing. There were improvements. This past week I was able to walk more. A few months ago I couldn't even walk at all. I was able to walk more. The recent MRI showed a reduction in inflammation. The tumor stopped growing. That was a few weeks ago. But then a few days ago, the pain started to increase. Left side of the body got increased paralysis. So maybe that's just how it goes with the body. A little bit up, a little bit down. I think that is how it is maybe for our soul's journey. Like, I don't know, do we think that whatever enlightenment is just like, and then we're there and then that's it? If there is enlightenment, I think it means just being present and being authentic. Pretty much it. And like doing our best to integrate. I think that's a good way of looking at enlightenment. More than just like one moment. I mean, there are those moments of being enlightened to something, I guess that's why the integration is important. But I feel like I'm doing it all three at the same time. There's the fear, and then there's the courage, and then little moments of awakening, and then trying to integrate. Yeah. Oh, and then, by the way, there's not just me, there's the external world and other people. So I'm trying to be present with other people too. Some sort of like expert training I'm getting, so that's a good thing. But I would like to keep this training while in the body. That's what I want. I've been in many moments where it's like, wow, this is what it feels like to die. This is what it feels like when the body is shutting off. And it's somewhat similar now. I'm putting out the energy that things are going to get better, but just describing what the body is feeling. Oh, it's already tomorrow. So, yeah, I guess I could stop the live stream soon and then just sit in the bed and I don't know, just be present. I guess just in the middle of the night, the body could turn off. I don't know. The hospital can't do anything right now, like I said. So what do I do? I mean, the only thing left to do is just trust God's plan. Pray. But even praying, it's like there's only so much energy I have to like actively pray. So I have to just let go and trust that, well, other people and my angels are supporting me and God. Tomorrow things could be completely better. It's possible. Yeah. So, let's do some practices. Because I'm a starseed hippie and I see numbers. And there's 12 people in the live stream, it says. It's almost 12:12, so I think that's the perfect opportunity to invite in our self-mastery numbers were the 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, let's prepare for, have you created your New Year's resolutions? We don't have to wait till December 31st, 2021 to create our New Year's resolutions. We can do it now. It's kind of early, but why not? So if anyone would like to share your New Year's intentions, let's get a head start. Let's create the best 2022 ever. We could start now. And the cool thing is, these intentions for 2022 can actually serve who you are now. Isn't that cool? So you can create your intention either way. You could start long distance, like far in the future, or you could start right now, and that will have a positive impact. I'm trying to do the practice of, if I can do it now, I can do it anytime. It's not to bypass what's happening in the body, but also not to bypass what's happening in the heart, in your the dreams in your heart. So there you go. Welcome to the 3-week. Actually, welcome to the. Oh, it's 12/12. Yes. Welcome to the Death Rebirth Portal experience. It's not quite a 3-week professional downloadable course, but it's in real time. And that's the practice here. So, if you'd like to join in this practice, I'll start with a few breaths. And then what we'll do is inhale to the heart and exhale, letting go of anything we don't want. For me, I'm letting go of the pain. I'm letting go of the inflammation in the head. I'm letting go of the left side of the body turning off. I'm not asking it to, I'm just allowing it to happen. So on the inhale, breathing towards the heart, exhale, letting go of anything you want to let go of. On the second breath, inhaling love into your heart and exhaling and sending it out into your future and into the world and to anyone else you want. This is such good water, ionized water. Yeah, it's in a plastic bottle, but I put it in recently. Not that it really matters. So, you ready? Come on, let's start. So again, the first breath, inhale to your heart. And then as you exhale, let go of anything you want to let go of. On the next breath, inhale towards your heart. And then exhale, send out that love to your vision, to somebody else, to the world. And I'm doing this as well. So it's kind of a cool practice to be with somebody who's in a lot of pain, very intense physical situation. Because we can use this energy for good. Like, it could be transmuted into fear. It could be transmuted into love. So let's choose the latter. Like, letting go of fearful, no worrying about me, for sure. No fear. But using my situation to help you in your own journey. Okay, enough talking, more breathing. So again, on the first breath, breathe into your heart. As you exhale, let go of anything you want to let go of. And please, don't just think about it, but actually do it. We'll just do it a few breaths. Cultivate your warrior goddess energy, your warrior god energy. By the way, I haven't heard of many god circles recently. Just kidding. Now, I know there's always goddess circles, but where are all the god circles? So yeah, let's begin. We'll do this for a few breaths, and I'm going to do it like as a very active, fierce practice. Sometimes you need that, or sometimes I need that. Like, no doubt, I am releasing the pain, I am releasing the tumor, I am releasing the inflammation, I am releasing any turning off in the left side of the body. And I'm breathing in love and healing and peace and miracles. And I'm exhaling that, projecting that into my future with clarity. Okay, so let's do 5 breaths for what we want to release, and then 5 breaths for what we want to bring in. Good. And first, taking a few relaxed breaths, if you're still here, coming into the energy of silence. Okay, great. So again, think of what you want to release. Could be anything at all. And we'll use the breath to release it, not the mind. Okay, so first breath, breathing towards the heart. Inhale, think of what you want to release, and exhale. Just letting it go, like you're letting go of a poison or a stress. Second breath, inhale, and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Good, and then relaxing. Think about an energy you want to cultivate, and we'll feel that come breathing in love to your heart. And then as you exhale, sending that love out to somebody else, to yourself, into your present, into your future. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. Okay, let's begin. Inhale towards the heart, and then exhale your vision, your dreams, sending it to the present and the future. And breath 2, inhaling love and support to the heart, and exhale, sending it out. And breath 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. So I need to go into the bed and see what happens. There's so much pain. That was a good practice. I really appreciate it. Oh, well, why not? Because this is a good bedtime story to tell ourselves. If you'd like to join for the E3 affirmation, I'll do 3 rounds. If you'd like to join in at any time, you can. Okay, let's begin. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. One more. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. Just as I am, just as the situation is. So yeah, this is a really good real-time practice. Like, can I use my unique vibration and that energy of love to bring healing, real-time healing to a real-time critical issue in the body? Guess I'll find out. So thank you so much for your prayers and your support, and please continue to send them. This is so painful and hard, and a lot of it is out of my control of using my affirmations and my efforts and my prayer. It seems like it's some of it's like I don't have control over. So thank you for your prayers and support. Before we finish, does anyone have any comments, any questions, any jokes? I'll wait a few more seconds. Well, yeah, it's a big mystery, huh? Yeah, I guess now it's just letting go and trusting. Maybe that's a big part of death, like letting go. Like, what do we think? Everything's going to be perfect. We're going to be fully enlightened and fully prepared. And then we leave the body? Like, maybe it's not even supposed to happen like that. Maybe that's, well, what humans call love. Maybe that's what love is, like, just as we are, um, being present. Okay, so that's your Eckhart Tolle talk for the night. It's 12:21. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably try to fall asleep, then I'll come back and do another live stream. No, I'll pray and stay alive, and tomorrow's a new day. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate your love and your support, and let's keep up the good practices.